Hello everybody, and welcome to Borderlands 3 and the series Smash or Trash, a series where we use various weapons throughout Borderlands 3 and see whether or not they are smash or whether or not they are trash. In this video, we are reviewing the Malawan takedown exclusive weapon, the Kibsworth. The Kibsworth is an SMG that, after you kill someone with just regular damage, they spawn a healing aura that heals you for a certain period of time. 10 seconds in the case of the healing aura, there at the bottom of the gun card. It heals for a considerable amount. You can only have one at a time, and the weapon is a big splash. It does splash damage. It's not huge in like the splash radius or anything, and really the only character this weapon was used on was Moze, like way before, back when the takedown first came out. So we're going to see whether or not the Kibsworth is still usable in the current meta and landscape today. The one we are using is ×2. I think it can come in ×3 or ×4. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've used this weapon. Mine also has a 24 magazine, so I think this one's a higher damage, lower magazine sized variant. And my anointment is on action skill and splash damage is increased by 200% for a short time. It's not a bad weapon. It's not gonna out damage the likes of the flipper, for SMG wise, or what's the other one? I have it on me. Yeah, the Chaosin. So they're not gonna out damage that. My build for Moze is just my splash damage plus my ammo regen build, my Moze explosion build. Keep firing. I'm on Mayhem 8 as always, and my modifiers is loot explosion postmortem, so nothing to increase my damage there. I am using the transformer to increase my shield after exiting Iron Bear, and then cloning maddening tracker, just on grenade throw I gain bonus damage, and I'm using Snowdrift auto idle and not the Pearl of Enough Knowledge, so not a lot of damage there. So that is what we are running. So we will see how this weapon does. Yes, I mean, I will say people will know, blah, blah, blah. Fire in the Skagden is bugged right now, and it does... It gives your weapons a crazy amount of damage, but, we can still see whether or not the weapon's good or not. If Moze can't make the weapon work, then we know it's not very good. Because, again, this weapon's only used on Moze. You can use it on Amara, but I really don't recommend doing that. Amara just has so much healing, this weapon, and just better weapons for Amara in general. That is just... There are better options. Yeah, I mean, so far it's working. And then we didn't kill him with... Did we kill him with elemental damage, or did we kill him with the grenade? That's the question. Because if you kill him with elemental damage with the weapon, they don't drop a healing aura. You have to kill him with actual gun damage itself, which, to me, in my opinion, is kind of weird there. It's just the healing aura. We just stay in it for a bit. Yeah, man, it's not gonna matter. Okay. I do want to show off the healing aura, so hopefully we can show that off in this video. As you can see, it is doing work. Again, Moze's fire in the Skagden is pretty strong, but again, you're only using this on Moze. Oh. Yeah, I gotta watch out for death. Right, hop out. I guess also if we kill him with splash damage, it doesn't work either, so it's also something else we have to worry about. There. Let's see if we can damage ourselves. I killed myself instead. Alright, guys. I am smart. I'm a smart person. I figured I'll just down myself, Down myself. We'll proc it, just see how much it heals. Nah, I just ended up killing myself instead. It's all good, I guess, right? Oh, man. This video, so far, going swimmingly. It's doing work, I will say. You know, getting on Mo's right now can make a lot of stuff work. But there are sometimes I'll use certain weapons that just don't really work on Mo's. I'm just like, you know, that doesn't work. Understandable. I think this weapon, just with the splash damage it does, plus like the fire rate and like, you know, I think you make it work. And then see, we're not shredding it, we're doing pretty well. Yes, and it also has a shield too. That's also one of the gimmicks with it. It's a Malone weapon with a Hyperion shield. That's also a thing. I totally forgot that was a thing. Because I haven't used this weapon in forever. So this is actually my first time using it since like, jeez, I don't know, since like level 50, 53. Like, I've used the redistributor and the Tig's boom like a little bit, but I haven't really used this weapon. Oh, killed myself. Yeah. Damage me. I'm just healing. What am I healing from? I feel like I'm just healing and stuff in general. Interesting. I'm not throwing any grenades. Does this gun just heal you? I'm honestly confused. Do they do something to Mo's that I didn't realize? Oh, I have a Sapper class mod. Oh, okay, that's why I'm healing. Okay. I was wondering, like, why am I getting life steal from damaging these people? And I have a Sapper class mod on. That's not my go-to class mod. My go-to class mod is the Blastmaster. Just, I think, with general, just like... You can use either of them. I think you can either use the Sapper... If you really need the healing, the Sapper is really strong. But if you just want to do overall just splash damage and just raw... You know... Then go with the Blastmaster. I think Blastmaster is just really good in a splash build and keeps increasing your splash damage. Normally, a lot of videos I like to test weapons that are of the same type, you know, like other Malone weapons. But I will say, like, I've done that with one of my first, I guess, wasn't my first one, it was my second video. When I used the DNA, and yeah, like, you know, I could do that. But I've already done that, so there was really there wouldn't be really need for me to review those weapons. I mean, to test it against other Malone weapons. I think I would have to test this weapon on like Amara to see compared to those, because again, Mo's is making this weapon look easy. Make it just seem a lot stronger than what it is. And I will say it is decent. It's definitely a decent pickup on Mo's if you do want that additional healing from the rift that it can drop. But or if you're tired of using the flipper, if you want a different weapon, this is a decent, you know, option. It's a little bit harder to get than the flipper, but you know, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Speaking of that, I have a flipper on me. That's not a flipper. That's a flipper. But I could compare it to the flipper, but there's really no need to compare it to the flipper. Because I already know the flipper's amazing and this weapon's doing work too, so. I think the flipper's just, for general, just like, or something like this one. Yeah, like, oh, it will initially, I think, do more damage than the flipper, but once you start just getting that flipper revved up,
Hell yeah!
you're just doing so much that it just doesn't matter, right? I'm gonna go end up killing this guy real quick, and then we're gonna go rush to the final boss, because I already know how this weapon is doing so far. As you guys can see, it's pretty good. I just want to see how it can do against a boss. But I think the problem with this, along with most Malon weapons, is flying enemies. I think it's just gonna be your general problem overall. Got a wood blocker and a organ. Okay. As I don't think there's really a point to fight any more mobs in this video, right? Like, we know it does work against mobs. That's, I mean, you know, that's been shown. We know the flipper is a good bossing weapon. But the question is whether or not this weapon can boss. As you can see, I was having a problem against some badass enemies, so we'll see. I mean, I'm sure you can kill a boss. Like, most weapons, I think you can kill a boss with it. It's just figure out which one's the best at doing that. Like, what weapons are going to be the quickest, which one's going to be your best options to do so. I feel like there's a lot of weapons to be like, this is probably your best weapon to use, but you always have to use that. This will be your quickest one. Yeah, like, I could use a back burner every time I wanted to, like, you know, farm bosses or something, and the back burner is gonna, like, destroy. But maybe sometimes I don't want to use the back burner, you know?
I'm on a freaking roll!
I don't like using rocket launchers all the time. That I end up killing myself. But, you know, sometimes I just want to use a pistol or a shotgun or whatever else, right? Or an SMG in this case. So, yeah, this is like my first regular base game. Because technically, yes, this is in the base game. You know, it's not. You don't have to have a DLC for it. But it is locked behind in-game content. Whereas I don't think any of the other weapons I reviewed are locked behind in-game content. No. This is the first one where it's like, this weapon's locked behind in-game content, where, yes, the takedown is, but the Malon 1 takedown is not necessarily the hardest thing. It's still... Alright, guys. As you can see, it is doing work against this boss. It doesn't help Mose has a bug skill right now, which is making it look stronger. And I think I do want to review this weapon again after that skill does get fixed to see. And I might just do a general, like, Mose video then, right? And be like, hey, how good is Mose after her fire and skag didn't fix? You know. But as you can see on Mose right now, and I'll say I'm recording this video as of Saturday, August 15th, as the day this will also be uploaded. Right. So as of right now, on the day this video uploads, this weapon is good on Mose. Kibsworth smashes on Mose. I will have to test that on other characters to see how good it is on them. But I will say this weapon's not bad. It looks cool. It has a cool firing pattern. I don't know if it's gonna outbeat, you know, the flipper or the Chaosin, but this weapon's pretty good. If you can do the takedown, I do recommend going through the takedown and farming Lotan to try to get yourself a Kib's worth of your own. This is a fun weapon. It's good. and it can do decent work. So, yeah, final verdict, weapon smashes. On Mo's, and I haven't used another character yet, but on Mo's right now, firing the Skagden. This weapon frags. It's good. Go ahead and get your hands on this weapon. Trust. Now, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you liked what you saw, subscribe, please. If you want. I would appreciate it. All you guys watching my videos, I appreciate it. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.